Sorry about that. And now we're good to go. All right. Hey, that was my bad, everybody. But we're live now. Welcome to the show. If you're just tuning in, I am Victor Gwynn, aka G Money, aka Brothers Keeper. I'm on right now with T Sizzle, aka Terrence Matthews out of Be More. T, go ahead and introduce yourself again. I apologize, guys.
Hey man, you good, man. You know. Parents, Baltimore, they call me, see my step. You can find me on Instagram on the Porky Sauces. And, we just kicking it out here, cooking it up in the kitchen, cooking it up on the field.
That's right. So go ahead, Terrence. Go tell us about that that person that you talked about that you ran into.
So she played outside of middle linebacker, and she had a real good record on the draft. Women's football is very different. Quarterback is normally short.
Yeah.
So she was very Bryce Young, but the thing that really got me was she wasn't really impressed with what's his name, Calvin Yancey out of Pittsburgh.
Yes. I remember that.
She wasn't really impressed, which was very different because she saw from an XO's perspective, she wasn't impressed with his get off the ball speed and his knowledge of the offense.
Word. Really?
So it's very interesting to see who this year's Marcus Russell will be.
Oh no! See, that's the kiss of death right there. That's like that word right there. That Jamarcus Russell thing. That kind of leaves GMs and Raiders fans in a state of shock right there, because once you bring that up, and I hate to call somebody a draft bust, because I just say the guy didn't work out.
He wasn't a draft bust. He just didn't have a work ethic.
And there you go. I believe his work ethic didn't fit with the Raiders or with anybody.
I believe he just didn't work for it. He was so used to it, so easy, he knew what to do.
Yeah, and I just think that he just wasn't ready for what was expected of him in the NFL. And just like you said, college, it just came easy. I mean, everybody at the combine, everybody that went to his pro day, they all said he was a freakish athlete. And that's why I think everybody's is kind of enamored but scared of Richardson, the kid out of Florida, because they scared of that draft bust moniker. You can have all those tools, and then can you apply those tools? I mean, is it applicable for the next level?
Richardson is a great athlete.
Yes, no doubt.
Richardson is even better if you put him behind for the next 3 years.
Yeah, let him sit like a Aaron Rodgers.
You gotta go old school and let these guys sit for 2 years to learn the method.
And I agree. You let him sit, let him learn behind somebody. I mean, let's just say if he goes to a team with a quarterback that he can learn from. Let's say he goes from to a Seattle or a team where he could sit behind one of those veteran quarterbacks, learn how to be a pro, learn how to come in, learn how to put in the work, learn what it takes to come in and day out, and actually focus on your skills. It is a job in the end. You got to come in and do a job. I mean, these kids in college, they come in, they go to class, and it's free time all day through that day. They can do whatever they want to do.
I mean you and me were both college athletes.
Yeah.
How many classes you really go to?
Exactly. I mean, you got 2 classes a day, some early, mid-afternoon, and the rest of the day is yours. But in between that, you have a practice. You practice probably 6 hours.
Practice, workout.
Yeah, and that's it. The rest of the day is yours.
I made the weight training, and that was one of my classes.
Yep. And you had a basket weaving class in between.
Yeah.
You had media training class or whatever that was. I mean, I even had it to the point where, and I'll tell you the story where I actually played. I graduated. I actually graduated. I had the credits to graduate high school. This is back. I'll take you to high school, and I was going to graduate with my class, and they was telling me that they said, Victor, they want you to play another year so we could actually, get you to some better colleges or something like that. You want to go to a Power 5 school or whatever, those big schools. I said, yeah, that sounds good. What do I need to do? We just need to fail you in a class. I'm not going to out nobody, but that's like, fail me. I'm like, well, what do? You come back, you play another year, right? Well, what I'm going to do? You just go to a class and you don't even have to, just show up and we'll pass you. I was like, okay, let me think about that. And I thought about it, and now that I think about it, it's a great decision that I didn't stay. Because I thought about if I got hurt, I'd be the guy graduating late, injured, nobody know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are the trials and tribulations that you go through, and people don't understand that. It becomes something different after you leave college. You go to the NFL.
I mean, Richard Sherman. There's a dude from Harvard and Yale. I mean, these guys really did it. And they weren't thinking, the easy class. Richard Sherman he's a doctor.
Well, he went to Stanford, so I mean, Stanford is it's not an easy school to get into. I mean, on that level, Richard is very intelligent. I mean, he's very well spoken. I mean, the dude knows what he's talking about. He's clear and concise in his thought process. So, 512-539-0686. Call in, speak with us. If you want to talk to T Sills, you want to talk to me, holler at your boys. So, T, let's get into this draft this year. We just had some breaking news, T. You know about this breaking news that just happened between the Jets and the Green Bay Packers. What do you say about this big trade that just happened with them?
Oh man. Green Bay Packers. That's robbed and strong-armed the Jets.
Now, Terrence and I differed on this until Terrence broke it down a little bit more to me, and he caught me with the end of it. That second round pick, what is it, Terrence? Go ahead and break it down for the people.
So you got they swapped first round, and then they went in the second round pick is next year. They got this year's second round pick.
The Jets had 13 this year, and the Green Bay Packers had 15. Now the Packers have the 13th, and the Jets have the 15th, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So you have the Jets got the 2015 pick and the 2023 fifth round pick at number 170. Green Bay got the Jets number 13 pick here. 2023 round pick was expected to be number 42. A sixth round pick was expected to be number 207. And an additional second round pick that could become a first if Roger plays 65%. And now that's not noted to say that he has to be there more than 1 year. So this is all based on 1 year. So Rodgers is kind of be done this year and walk away, and the Jets are 3 years behind.
Wow. So the Jets, see, that's what I thought the stipulation was going to be that time where the Jets said, hey, we want him to at least play 2 years before we owe you another first round pick. But that's not the case anymore, right?
That's not the case.
Rodgers can play this year, right? And if he plays 65% next year, or if he doesn't play 65%, they still get the second round pick. That first turn to a second round pick, right?
Yep.
Wow. So he can play 65% next year, leave, or get injured and retire, and that's a first round pick.
And he changed his number also
to number. I believe it's number 8. It's Ocala number, right?
He's got to go to number 8.
Now, what a lot of people aren't talking about in this whole thing, which is funny to me, is what are they going to do with their number 2 pick that they had last year, the year before, the Wilson kid, the kid out of BYU. How would you feel if you're that kid? He's got to be traded, or do they keep him and let him learn under Rodgers for a year?
You got to keep him and let him learn under Rodgers.
Okay.
Because you're hoping that bringing Rodgers in, that he can mix.
But let me tell you something. Rodgers doesn't like. Rodgers is of the ilk of the same way that Brett Favre is. Brett Favre said, "It's not my job to teach him to take my job." You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't like.
And that's how Rodgers is. But I believe Wilson has the keys and the tools to be successful.
Yeah.
He just needs somebody there to compete.
And I think you have to take mental reps. A lot of people, if you don't know what mental reps are, if you're an athlete, you know what they are. If you're on the sidelines, coaches don't like to say things more than twice, right? Or 3 times, right? You got to watch. Especially if you don't get enough reps, you got to watch what the guy does before you. So he's got to watch what Rodgers does, in my opinion, to learn, because Rodgers isn't going to sit him down and talk to him the whole time.
You gave Wilson the keys
too early?
Too early. You gave him the keys to a Pontiac Grand Am, and you wanted him to drive like it was a G-Wagon. And that wasn't going to happen.
Oh, goodness. So, yeah, you know what? And I agree. I think the messed up part about it was, I think the work ethic that he displayed and the attitude he displayed as far as him being a starting quarterback in the NFL kind of pissed people off. And nobody liked that, in my opinion. And that's why I think, and it was odd to me how all his teammates in the offseason were like, we want Rodgers. And having him right there, I don't know how that would make me feel as a teammate.
He's not ready though. They know he has that talent, but they know he's not ready to be a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, that's definitely something that he has to keep. He has to get ahead. He has to get through his head. I don't know.
Now, if Wilson was smart, I'd ask for a trade.
Ask for a trade because there's.
And I can tell you where I want to go.
We're gonna save that. Hold on, we're gonna save that because in about 2 more minutes we're gonna do our draft. We're gonna do our draft. But I got a couple more questions for you before we start our second annual Speak On It Sports mock draft. All y'all folks out there, if you want to jump in on the comment section here on the page, you got a comment about the draft or comment before the draft, please, you can call in 512-539-0686. You can get on Speak On It. You can definitely hit up Terrence. Terrence, go ahead and give him your information real quick again.
Instagram is Porky Sauces. You catch me on Instagram really easy.
Definitely. So I know we're going to get into the Lamar Jackson situation. I just want to talk to you about a couple of quarterbacks that got paid. First, let's talk about the New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones. 4 years, $160 million. Basically, it's a 2-year, $82 million guaranteed deal. He's going to make around $41 million for 2 years. After 2 years, the Giants can cut him. I know there's a lot of incentives in it or whatever. And then you just got the mega deal with Jalen Hurts. He's got the 5 years, $255 million. And yet, we haven't seen Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert's contracts come up. But the lone quarterback out there right now is your boy sitting up out there with a $32 million franchise tag contract over his head. What's going on with the quarterback market now? And I'm not going to say is it fair. No, you know what? I am going to say is it fair. Is it fair right now the way the team is treating him, or is it just timing?
So
with Lamar Jackson?
I'm going to tell you this. Joe Burrow is the highest paid quarterback in NFL history.
Okay.
When his deal comes out, he's going to break record.
I have no problem with that.
You talked about what Chargers. I believe he's going to get something similar to Jalen Hurts. maybe more than Daniel Jones. I mean, more than Daniel Jones, but less than Jalen Hurts.
So he's going to be like 3/4 of the way towards Jalen Hurts' contract.
Yeah, probably about 140.
Yeah.
Lamar is signed at $32 million.
Now, and this thing, he should not.
So
he ain't doing nobody no favors.
A lot of people understand Lamar Jackson when they say that, Lamar was offered $132 million. But $132 million with no trade clause. It did not come with a guarantee, which is an injury clause. It also was a deal with a lot of money, but the last 2 years was no money.
Yeah, and I believe they're saying, it was over $200 million, but they said that was if he was on the team in 2026. Now, if he was on the team in 2026, that's not up to him. That's up to the team. Right. And in my opinion, that's not up to him. If that's up to the team could say, well, we don't want you, so guess what? That money's it's not guaranteed. And I understand what he means by that guarantee, but this is where go ahead.
This is what would happen. In year three, they're going to want him to negotiate.
Oh, yeah.
You can't take that salary hit. I mean, look at Russell Wilson's contract. Look at Tua's contract. Tua's got to get a new contract.
Yep.
Are you going to pay Tua $190 million when you can't guarantee that he's going to be good?
And that's another thing. And the injury prone thing, this is what gets me about the NFL and the ownership. And I'll be really quick before we get into our draft here. The team wants you to do everything to be on the field. They say, hey, we want you to play injured. We want you to be a good teammate. We want you to work in our community. We don't want you to talk bad about the team. We want you to be a leader. Lamar has done that. No off-the-field issues. He's played injured. He's done what the team has wanted him to do. He's had a terrible surrounding of his he had a cast. I mean, they drafted wide receivers in the third round. I mean, in terrible wide receivers. Justin Bateman. Justin Bateman. I mean,
Yep.
Terrible wide receivers, right? They're more injured than he is. And what they're asking him to do, they're asking him to run the ball. The running backs you get are all often injured.
Well, Lamar's never got in the pocket.
And that's the thing, right? It's all what they're asking him to do. Now, when he's hurt, all these things come out in the media. Oh, he's injury prone. Lamar Jackson, he can't stay on the field. And all these pundits are out there saying he can't stay on the field. Well, this is the offense that they had running for him. This is what they wanted him to do. He's never had any off-the-field issues. I mean, you just gave Deshaun Watson $255 million guaranteed.
And a private masseuse.
And a private masseuse, so he doesn't have to go get any more massages anymore. Right? Settled lawsuits. You just gave Kyler Murray a whole bunch of money. He barely, I'm not going to say he can't read, but he barely looks at his playbook.
And don't forget, you gave his backup almost $7 million also.
Exactly. I mean, and you gave, and look, hey, I'm a Giants fan. You gave Daniel Jones $80 million guaranteed for 2 years, and the guy threw 15 touchdowns. That's basically $3 million a touchdown a year. So when you are maybe 80 or 90% of your offense, and your tight end is the only person you can throw to, I mean, you got to pay this guy. So I think it's just something that it's bad, and they're blaming it on him not having an agent, which is beyond me. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. But anyway, without further ado, I can't wait for this, team. I can't wait for this. So the way we're going to do this, it's me and you. Rules and regulations are as so. I have the odd picks. You have the even picks. That was a good thing we got there. We were going to flip a virtual coin, but you came up with that idea. It's a good idea. So 1 through 32. You and I are gonna pick. You ready for this, bro?
I'm ready.
You ready for this? All right, bro. Here we go. So, the start of the 2023 Speak on the Sports mock draft starts now. And right now, the Carolina Panthers are on the clock. Now, so everybody can check it out. What we're going to do is we're going to let y'all in on it too. Oh, yeah. There we go. So everybody can see that. So right now we're on the clock. We got 14 people that want to trade with me right now. 14 people that want to trade. I want to look on it. Arizona want to trade. So Arizona want to trade. I don't think I want to trade with Arizona because you know what? I got pick number 2 up there, and guess who's pick number 2? That's you, and they need a quarterback. So I'm gonna make this fairly easy for everybody out there. This is silly easy for me. So I'm gonna draft my player right now. Everybody in the world know who this gonna be. The Carolina Panthers select in the 2023 Speak on the Sports NFL mock draft. Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama, baby. Right now, the Houston Texans are on the clock.
So Houston's a bit of a little pickle here. Because they're not ready to win. They have a good group, a good core, but they're missing a lot of defensive pieces. And the coach is a real big one. You know, what can the coach do?
I'm listening.
You know, so it's we're up in arms about what we're going to do with our pick. But we just received a phone call.
From who?
And we're willing to trade our pick. And we're actually going to trade with Baltimore.
You're going to trade with who?
Baltimore.
The Baltimore Ravens at pick number 22. For what?
So we want to go ahead and give up our number 2 pick this year.
Okay.
We're also going to give up our first round pick next year.
Whoa. You're going to give what is Baltimore going to give up to you? Baltimore need to give up to you. You're going to get Lamar Jackson. Pick.
We're getting Lamar Jackson.
You get Lamar Jackson from Baltimore. So let me look at the player. Excuse me. Lamar Jackson for the 2nd overall pick
this year.
Next year's one. Excuse me. 2024. One.
And 2025 one.
OMG. I'm going to offer this trade right now. And the trade has been accepted. The trade has been accepted. Guys. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, the Houston Texans have traded the 2nd overall pick in this year's draft, the 1st pick in 2024, the 1st pick in 2025 for quarterback Lamar Jackson. Wow.
And now Baltimore's going to go ahead and select their franchise quarterback. CJ Stroud, Ohio State.
In Baltimore, oh my God. On the clock with Baltimore right now. And Baltimore is just traded. They get drafted. They just draft who? CJ
Stroud, Ohio State.
OMG. There you have it, guys. Right there. So, quarterbacks 1 and 2. Right now, with that big trade right there, that no one saw coming right now, Baltimore Ravens just traded away the rights to Lamar Jackson to the Houston Texans for their second round picks this year, 2024 first round pick, and a 2023 first round pick, and a 2024 first round pick. And the Baltimore Ravens have just selected CJ Stroud. Wow. On the clock right now are the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers' needs right now are guard, center, defensive lineman, and cornerback. Right now, sitting at number 3, highly touted, never doubted, Jalen Carter is a possibility here. Will Anderson.
That boy is nasty, Jalen Carter.
Cornerback, Devon Witherspoon. But there are trades right now for the 3rd pick. Chicago Bears. What is Chicago willing to give up? Chicago has a 9th pick. This is a luxury pick. There's a lot of capital out there. Defensive lineman is a need. Arizona. They already have a lot of picks in this draft. They don't need a lot of picks. Guard. Need to draft a guard that high. Pick is in. Pick is in. It's a no-brainer, guys. The Cardinals select interior defensive lineman Jalen Carter out of Georgia. We never thought this would. We thought he might have fell due to the incident, the speeding, the poor showing at the combine, even the pro day weight. But you put on the tape, and it just makes sense. This makes sense. The tape makes sense. All right, guns blazing on the first pick. T dropping bombs. T dropping bombs on the first pick. All right. So, with that being said, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock.
So Indianapolis is in a little different situation than everybody else is.
Okay.
They're not hard pressed on the quarterback position.
No, they're not.
So we're not going to make a reach for Will Levis.
I hope not.
But we are going to draft by best available and need. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a sure-handed playmaker.
Okay.
And Devin Witherspoon.
Devin Witherspoon. Devon Witherspoon is the pick Devon Witherspoon, the cornerback out of Illinois. The cornerback out of Illinois is the pick. All right. The fifth pick right now, the Seattle Seahawks right now. All right, this pick comes from Denver. Okay, now this pick right here, they need a guard, a center, or a defensive lineman. This pick, they just signed their quarterback to a long-term deal. Guard, center, you don't need a guard or center here. Too high in my taste. Defensive lineman here. Quarterback, no. They got a running back out of Michigan State, really good. Don't need Will Levis here. Their wide receiver positions are good. Tight end to me is too high here. Cornerback, I think they're pretty good at corner. However, I look at a guy that, in my opinion, you just can't pass on here in defensive lineman. Psych! You can't pass on this kid, man. Right here, regardless of the quarterback situation, I look towards the future. Right here, the kid out of Florida. He can sit back and he can learn. Behind a quarterback there. Forgot the quarterback's name that they got there right now. Escapes my mind, but he played with the Giants.
You got a lot of raw talent here. I mean, you got Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
That's real dangerous.
But that is raw talent. You're right about that raw talent. Oh man, this is tough.
I mean, the only problem with Avery Richardson is not as raw talent. It's the one game that he's playing.
Me, I'm gonna go with a short thing here. I'm gonna go with a short thing right now, and I'm gonna take the cornerback out of Oregon, Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez to me. Right now, Christian Gonzalez. So you look at the draft needs on there, right? Christian Gonzalez to me is a guy who I think you can't miss. They say defensive lineman, center, and guard. You don't need a guard that high. I wouldn't draft a guard this high. 5 overall, a center that high, defensive lineman right now. Kajai Kancey, I just don't see him panning out like they say. He's a guy like he's a guy like it's gonna be the next number 99. I just don't see that. Those guys come around once in a while. Nolan Smith.
I mean, Christian is a solid pick. It's one.
Exactly. So I'm going with the cornerback, Christian Gonzalez, out of Oregon. That's the pick I'm going right there.
He puts on 20 more pounds. He kind of reminds you of a Richard Sherman.
Exactly. And when they were good, they had a great defense. All right, the Detroit Lions are on the clock right now. Detroit Lions needs right now: wide receiver, tight end, and defensive interior.
So we like to trade back. We want to get a couple more thrown.
Okay.
Because you know we have a lot of needs. We lost some players.
Oh, you lost some players due to gambling.
Yeah, we lost some coaches also.
Okay.
So we're looking to beef up our picks.
Okay.
So it looks like the Eagles here.
Eagles, they got number 10. Like they need more picks. You want to trade back with the Eagles? Patriots. they need of somebody. They want to get a wide receiver. They get the top wide receiver. They'd be happy.
Let's go ahead and trade with the Patriots.
Okay. Patriots. 14. You moving back 8 spots.
They're 46 also, or they're 76.
They're 76. 14 and 76 for the 6th. This trade is going to be accepted, they said. You could probably get another pick out of it. They'll give you 107 too.
We'll take that.
All right. We just had another trade. On the clock right now, the New England Patriots, who just traded with the Detroit Lions for the number 6th overall pick. The Detroit Lions have just received the Patriots number 14th pick, 76th pick, and 107th pick.
So we had a lot of problems last year. We couldn't get the ball down the field.
What's that?
We couldn't get the ball down the field.
Uh-oh.
We had to be under center.
Yes, sir.
Help with arm strength. But there's a guy on the board who got no arm strength problem.
Who's that?
And he's coming out of Kentucky.
Quarterback Will Levis.
Yes, sir.
The Patriots have picked quarterback Will Levis at pick number 6. OMG.
Now, I know something that's a little crazy.
But you know what, though? I think I know what's coming, though. I think I know what's coming with this pick. Oh, Mac Jones is gone.
Yeah.
Mac Jones is gone. And I think right now, Mac Jones might be going to this team right here. But let's check it out. So, on the clock right now are the Raiders. The Raiders, they say quarterback is a need right here. The Raiders, they need a quarterback, offensive lineman, defensive interior, and defensive back. Okay, they don't need no running back. They got a great running back. Quarterback, they just traded for a quarterback. They need some help over there. They need some targets. They just lost a tight end, but tight end is too much. It's too high for a tight end over here right now, right? The quarterback can get the ball down there. He's fairly young right now. I don't think they need to reach for a quarterback right now. Offensive lineman right now. They need some offensive line help. Definitely need some offensive line help. And we have the number 5 ranked tackle on the board right now in Peter Skronsky, the tackle out of Northwestern, who fell down, right to the Raiders. And it's a no-brainer right here. Definitely got to protect the blind side of the quarterback there. But I need to look on the Raiders roster. And check out their depth chart right now, because I'm going to be smarter than the average bear here and look and see. Because who's their left tackle? Who's on that? Why you
looking at it? Give a shout out, man. I love that Kobe you got on.
Oh, the Kobe? Hey,
yeah.
This is that Kobe and Giada. If you don't, nobody's seen it. It's Kobe and Giada. They actually walking together. This is hot, man. I saw this on, I cruise the internet sometimes at night and I see it and I got the Kobe. I'm not a Kobe fan, and I know people ain't gonna like that. I'm not a Kobe fan. I'm an MJ fan. Yeah, I saw it and I really liked it, man. I was like, oh, this is hot. So this is hot. And I had to get it. So let's look at this roster here. Offensive tackle, Sebastian Gutierrez, 24. Justin Heron, Colton Miller. I mean, I don't even know who these cats are. 6'6".
They're young.
They're young. They got young tackles in there, right?
That's the Mike Mayock John Gruden draft.
Yeah, that draft was trash. So we need to build it up, but DBs. Let's look at the DBs too, right? I'm still on the clock too. Still got time. DBs. So this one makes it fun right here. Cornerback: Ike Brown, Bryce Cosby, Tyler Hall, Nate Hobbs. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, that's a reach. Ooh. You know what? I seen them get beat a lot. Defensive back with their first round selection. See, look at this. You done took the player that they should have drafted. But anyway,
which one was that? Witherspoon?
Yeah, it's Witherspoon. You done took Witherspoon. So let's look. They need a cornerback, in my opinion. Witherspoon.
Next best Maryland.
Out of Maryland, Deontay Banks. He had pick 18. I'm gonna have to draft. This is tough. This is tough. You draft a need or you draft the best player available. You know what? This right here, this need is too much. I'm gonna go ahead and draft the cornerback out of Maryland, Deontay Banks, number 7 overall. The Raiders.
He caught a big payday.
He just caught a big payday because the board set up the way it is. Deontay Banks. You just caught a big payday, brother. And the pick is in, baby. All right. On the clock right now are the Atlanta Falcons. The need for Atlanta Falcons: quarterback, wide receiver, and edge.
So
512-539-0686. Call in, holla at your boy. Holla at T-Sizzle. We doing this draft thing big. We doing it big.
We like where we at quarterback. You know, we paid Taylor Heineke a lot of money.
Okay.
You know, we got Desmond Ritter. And we're good there.
Okay.
We got Cordell Patterson.
Okay.
Who is our running back wide receiver.
That's your Swiss Army knife. Got it.
You know. Our tight end. We're good. We got Jake Gaffney, left tackle. We're good. But we're missing our number one.
Okay.
So we're kind of stuck here about what we do. Defensive-wise, we're okay. We're solid. You know, we're pretty good on tight end. Because we just drafted 2 years ago.
Okay.
We got a young quarterback.
Yes, sir.
Who needs to be protected. we're going to go ahead and draft Broderick Jones.
Broderick Jones.
Out of Georgia.
Broderick Jones out of Georgia. All right. Broderick Jones out of Georgia is the pick for the Atlanta Falcons. On the clock are the Chicago Bears. Their need is tackle, center, defensive lineman, and cornerback. I always said cornerback is something that you need. They have a plethora of picks. 9, 53, 61, 64. They have 7 picks in the top 140 picks. Right? Houston wants to come up and give us. They want to move up 3 spots. Houston. But Houston got they got a new Lamar Jackson, and they trying to protect him. But guess what? My young quarterback need protection too. He was running for his damn life. He was running for his damn life. And guess who's on the board? It's a no-brainer. The kid out of Northwestern's still there. Peter Skronsky. And we about to get him, baby.
That's a great pick.
We about to get him. And guess what, y'all? The pick is in. The Chicago Bears pick Peter Skronsky, tackle out of Northwestern. On the clock right now are the Philadelphia Eagles via New Orleans. Their need is wide receiver, guard, center, defensive interior, and safety. Ooh. They are receiving a plethora of trade requests. They have 10. Detroit wants to come up from 14. Tampa wants to come up from 19. Los Angeles and other teams.
So we'll go ahead and trade back to Tampa.
Okay, Tampa's at 19. And Detroit's at 14.
We'll trade back to Tampa.
Okay. You want to take Tampa's 19th pick for your 10.
I want the 50 and 82.
50 and 82. This has a 66% chance of being accepted. Let's try to get it. Boom. Trade has been accepted. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a trade between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles have traded their 19th, 50th, and 82nd pick to the Philadelphia Eagles for the 10th overall pick.
Well, we all know why Tampa Bay want to move up.
They need to get a quarterback.
We all know who's on the board still.
Uh-oh.
And we all know who they want. So let's go ahead and pick Manning's alma mater. University of Tennessee.
No.
And go ahead and give him a hooker. A
Whoa!
Buccaneers.
At the 10th pick, Hendon Hooker. Ladies and gentlemen, the pick is in. This is an aberration right now because he is the 4th quarterback to be taken in the first round right now. And ladies and gentlemen, Hendon Hooker is currently an injured quarterback. He's not going to play probably this year. All right? He's coming off an ACL. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just traded up for him, which is an aberration because he's going to have to sit and he's going to have to learn.
And that's what we need.
And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to sit and learn.
We brought in Baker Mayfield to be our gap and the teeth.
All right, on the clock right now is the Tennessee Titans. Now, we all know that the Tennessee Titans, the reason they lost that game is because they ain't had nobody to throw the ball to. And they got rid of Brown. And lo and behold, who's still available right now? Who's still available? Is it Quentin Johnston? What wide receiver, because they really need a wide receiver, is available right now? Is it Jackson Smith Njigba, Jordan Addison, Quentin Johnston?
So do you believe this is in rebuild mode?
Tennessee?
Yes.
I don't think they're in rebuild mode just yet.
So you don't think they're going to trade their running back?
No. They're not going to trade him right now. I don't think they want to trade him right just yet. When is his contract due?
Next year.
That's when they'll trade him. And this is the thing. If they trade him right now, who's willing to take him right now?
Right now? Dallas.
Let's see. That's too far to go down. Especially when I got the wide receiver, we need to open it up. With the run, we still got a running game. We still a threat. There's still a threat in the run game. We still got Tannehill, who's still a quarterback that can get. He didn't have nobody get the ball downfield when they traded Brown away.
You're 100% right.
Now, if we draft a player who can get open, that's the thing. Who can get open? Run a route. Get open and run a route. And the analysis says it all right here. They say it's this guy, but it's not. It's Jackson Smith Njigba, in my opinion. And that's the pick that's in right now for the Tennessee Titans. They can't wait to get the card up here. They flying to get the card up in here. Can't hear you. You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. The pick is in right there. Tennessee Titans have just chosen wide receiver out of Ohio State, Jackson Smith Njigba.
Oh, we back on the Houston.
You already
How interesting. We need somebody for our quarterback, Lamar Jackson. Because I believe we have the third pick also.
Yep.
So we're going to go ahead and give Lamar some weapons.
All right. Now, in my opinion, Lamar Jackson's in Houston. What does Lamar Jackson do well? He has to have something that he does well that he used to do well in there. Philly want to come up right now, but you got to draft somebody.
So if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you ain't got to move. You can stay right where you at.
I already know what you're going to pick. I already know who it is. I'm going to go ahead and pick it for you.
I'm not even there.
Uh-oh.
More stocking than that.
You better not do it. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and run it back.
That's going to be crazy. You got Devon Pierce.
Yeah. We got new coaches. We got a new scheme. We're rebuilding.
We rebuilding. We get rid of that dude.
We're rebuilding.
Okay.
And we're going younger, and we're going rookie contract. We're going to go ahead and take Robinson out of Houston.
All right. Running back out of Texas?
Out of Texas, excuse me.
All right, and the pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. Bijan Robinson has been scooped up by the Houston Texans. Even though they have Demond Pierce.
So we're looking at a three-headed monster.
Three-headed monster on the clock. They don't need a quarterback anymore. Or they do need a quarterback. Sorry, I thought this was the Jets. They still need a quarterback. Now this is interesting.
So you don't believe in the quarterback on the roster?
No, I do believe Jordan Love. You got to give Jordan Love a chance. It's just like Aaron Rodgers. He never got a chance. I mean, you coming in garbage time, in my opinion. You got to give the dude a chance. Second of all, they got rid of their wide receivers. The tight end there is, in my opinion, they ain't got no safeties back there either. They need a lot of help back there, right? But for that kid to be successful, he has to have weapons, right? And only weapon that's going to help him right there, I'm not going to say a tight end. He needs some wide receiver help, right? He needs some wide receiver help. So we're going to get him some wide receiver help. And what wide receivers going to help him out? What wide receiver going to help him out? What wide receiver going to make him feel good? Is it Zay Flowers? Is it Jordan Addison? Is it Quentin Johnson? Nope. It's Jalen Hyatt.
That's a reach.
Jalen Hyatt. You think it's a reach?
He's a big receiver, though.
He's a big receiver, in my opinion. Jalen Hyatt. I like him better. Because this is what they need. They need a threat. They need a guy that's going to threaten people down the field, right? I don't believe in the speed of Quentin Johnson. Quentin Johnson's a big receiver. His hands to me, his hands ain't that good. Jordan Addison is a guy, he's small in stature. Okay, Zay Flowers, quick twitch. But that quick twitch, I mean, it's quick twitch, right? But you too small. Josh Downs, I like Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt is the guy, in my opinion.
6 foot, 175. He puts on 25 more pounds.
Who you talking about? Jordan Addison?
Jalen Hyatt.
He's 6 foot?
Yeah.
I thought he was taller than that.
Jalen Hyatt, 6 foot, 176.
Oh, no. Hold on, let me see what's going on with that height.
That's the taller one.
Oh, no.
Tillman's the taller one.
Oh, no, let me see.
The one out of Tennessee is Tillman. He's the big guy.
Okay, that's must be the guy I'm talking about, because how tall? He needs a tall guy. No, he need a tall guy, man.
Yeah, that's Tillman.
He ain't
taller, route runner, big catch radius, strong hands. 50-50 ball catcher.
That's a big reach, though, right there.
Picks up yards, makes me quick 1 step move while dragging people back for extra yards.
Where we at? 13, 40. We can get him later. We can get him later. This is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get him later. We look on their roster real quick. Hold on. We can get him later.
You might go ahead and go Kincaid.
That's what I was gonna look at. Dalton Kincaid, because Dalton Kincaid is the pick right now. Because
he's great
best friend of a young quarterback is a big tight end. All right, on the clock right now, again, is the Detroit Lions right now. Their need right now is wide receiver, tight end, and defensive interior. Man,
you know Jared Goff loves to swing the ball down the field.
You gonna
He
pick
loves
Cedric
somebody
Tillman.
that
You
can
gonna
kick the
get
ball.
Cedric Tillman.
Quentin Johnson, walk him home.
Quentin Johnson. Quentin Johnson. Wide receiver, TCU. Where you at, buddy? Right there. The pick is in. All right. On the clock right now for the Jets. Woo, Jets needs tackle and linebacker. The Jets just got their quarterback. And guess what the quarterback needs? Protection. And guess what they're going to get? A protector in Paris Johnson Jr. out of Ohio State. Another Buckeye on the team. It's a no-brainer right there. A Buckeye. Boom. Pick is in. The Jets can't wait to get up there. Aaron Rodgers is happy. Pick is in.
So we've been real conflicted about this pick. We sat back and we looked at a lot of things. You know, do we go guard at 16 and overpay?
T on one. Look. T on one.
Or do we go best available and go quarterback and linebacker? You know, and Alabama linebackers are overused. So there's only one choice you can go with. And we're going to walk a Hawk from Iowa. Jack Campbell.
Jack Campbell?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, the linebacker. Linebacker. Jack Campbell. Out of Iowa. All right, on the clock right now. All right, so the young guy Kenny Pickett played well. Pittsburgh Steelers. They just got two good lines. They got Bud Dupree. I believe. Let me look at their. I need to get some other deals here. But they got Bud Dupree, and they need a defensive back. Now, a DB, you know, they got family ties there already. You know that, right? DB. They got family ties there already. I'm going to go ahead and bring Joey Porter Jr. home with his daddy, Lil Peasy. Lil Peasy's coming home. Joey Porter Jr. is going to go back where his daddy played in Pittsburgh. Joey Porter Jr. is going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pick is in, y'all. You totally forgot about him, didn't you?
I did. But
I don't
want Joey Porter Sr. in the building.
I know, that's what you said, Porter. But this is the thing. They know how to deal with Peasy. They know how to deal with him.
They do.
512-539-0686. We in the building. This draft is getting hot and heavy. We threw pick 17 right now with the Detroit Lions on the clock at 18. T-Sizzle, you up next, baby. Let's go.
So we gave Jared Goff a weapon already.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're looking at another weapon for him. Because you know we all in.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, we're looking at what we got on the board as far as weapons. And we're going to go to the University of Notre Dame. And fight Irish boys.
Woo! They're about to give him a tight end You talking about Michael Mayer? The
I'm
Michael
talking
Mayer?
about Michael Mayer.
All right. All right, on the clock at pick 19 now. The Philadelphia Eagles. All right, the Eagles. All right, the Eagles, the wide receiver. You look at what they drafted. Eagles ain't draft nobody yet because they done traded back. They need a wide receiver, guard, center, defensive interior, safety. You know the Eagles done lost their safety. I'm going to go ahead right now. They run into this pick right now. The Eagles are so happy because they have a safety, which is the position that you can come out of college right now and you know how to play. You come out of college, right? And they're going to plug and play. They're going to put Brian Branch in right now. Even though wide receivers a need too, but they don't really need wide receiver because they got plenty of wide receivers. They got good guards. Their center position is good. The center came back for another year. Okay, you can get a center in another round and learn up under a good center in Jason Kelsey. And defensive interior, you can get that. You can get that too. But safety is a position that they need right now because they just lost one of their big safeties. And I'm running this up there as quick as possible. All right, pick is in, y'all. Brian Branch, safety, Alabama. On the clock right now, Seattle Seahawks.
Me and Pete had a conversation.
Okay.
And I said, what's the best need? And Pete said, we thought Russell could cook, but he wasn't cooking nothing. So we went out, and we got a quarterback who was trying to swing the rock down the field. But we got to protect him. So we called TCU. And we're going to go ahead and get Steve Avila. Is that how you say his last name?
Steve Avila.
Avila.
Guard TCU. The pick is in. All right. Hey, we're going to take a little intermission real quick. I got to go get something to drink. But let's go back and look at the picks real quick. Because we're at pick 20. And pick supposed to be the forfeited pick for the Miami Dolphins, right? So let's go back and look what we started already. What we did. So the first pick right now is the Bryce Young. All right, that's Carolina picked Bryce Young. The big deal came when the Houston Texans traded with the Baltimore Ravens, and the Baltimore Ravens received the second overall pick. They traded away Lamar Jackson, and they got the second pick, but they gave up they gave up the 2023 their 2023 first round pick, the 2023 fourth round pick, and the 2024 first round pick.
25.
Woo, they gave up a lot. All right, the Arizona Cardinals, they're sitting in a position where they didn't really have to do anything but draft best player available, which was Jalen Carter, defensive interior lineman out of Georgia. And next, the Indianapolis Colts, they picked Devon Witherspoon, the quarterback out of Illinois. They had needs of quarterback, wide receiver, offensive line, and quarterback. Christian Gonzalez, this is a need. This wasn't a need, but it was best player available. They needed guard, center, defensive lineman, but the best player available. Will Levis was a quarterback, right? But it was definitely a need. Los Angeles traded up with the Raiders traded with the Patriots. The next pick was the Raiders, Deontay Banks, quarterback out of Maryland. Atlanta Falcons drafted Broderick Jones, tackle out of Georgia. Chicago Bears, they drafted Peter Skoronski, That was a trade with Carolina. He's the tackle out of Northwestern. And another trade happened here. Hendon Hooker, top 10 pick, injured quarterback out of Tennessee, Peyton Manning's alma mater. The 11th pick was Jackson Smith-Njigba, a wide receiver needy team with the Tennessee Titans. Bijan Robinson came along with that Houston pick they received from Cleveland. And the New York Jets pick that they swapped with the Green Bay Packers, moving up from 15 to 13, they picked Dalton Kincaid, which is a quarterback-friendly tight end. And 14, Quentin Johnston is another weapon, being that Jameson Williams is going to be out 6 games due to gambling. That's a need that's going to fit well. The Jets, who traded with the Green Bay Packers, picked up a much-needed blocker for their new quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. And the Washington Commanders got a ball-hawking, tall, this linebacker, Iowa linebacker, you know they could smell the play before it even happens. Linebacker to Iowa, Jack Campbell. Number 17 pick, Lil Peasy goes home where his daddy roamed. Joey Porter Jr. is back. His dad is going to be roaming the hallways again at Pittsburgh. Michael Mayer is a Detroit Lion. Brian Branch fills a much-needed hole with the Philadelphia Eagles at safety. And our up-to-date pick was guard Steve Avila out of TCU. All right, we're at our forfeited pick. We have about 11 picks to go. We're going to have about a 2-minute break so we can wet our whistle real quick. We'll be right back, all right? All right. And we are back, baby.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So check this out. We stopped at our 20th pick. All right, we are back with the 2023 Speak on the Sports mock draft, or NFL mock draft. Right now we're on pick 21, and this is difficult for me right here, but the LA Chargers are on the clock right now. The LA Chargers needs right now are they need a wide receiver, linebacker, and cornerback. So they might need a running back right now too, depending on if they don't bring this guy back. Now that's really tough if you think about it. But they have a wide receiver that they do need, because in my opinion, the wide receiver they have right now, I think he's a little slow. And I look at him and I tell myself, man, he just don't look like he's getting around. But I look at their defense too, right? And defensively, those guys ain't been getting it done either. Defensively, they just ain't been, doing what they need to do. So you got linebackers out there as well, right? So what linebacker out there right now?
Well, you got to pay your quarterback too.
Exactly, right? So what linebackers out there right now? In my opinion, I like them, but I don't know if I like them that much. But I'm gonna have to go with. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I'm going to have to go with the cornerback out of Mississippi State.
Ooh.
The cornerback out of Mississippi State, Emmanuel Forbes. Emmanuel Forbes. Bingo. That's the pick right there. Emmanuel Forbes. Pick is in. So, Will Anderson Jr. is sliding down the boards. Because I like you, believe that, those linebackers out of Alabama, they are a little overrated. They tend to get hurt. They tend to not play out a lot of their contracts. If you look at the history of it. You know what I mean?
So this was going to be a hard one to swallow. I know Miami has no picks. But they calling.
You got somebody on the line? Who's on the line?
I got Miami on the phone.
Miami's on the phone. Miami's calling, right? Uh-oh. Miami's on the phone. Oh, snap. Miami. Their next pick is 51.
Yeah, they're going to get that up.
They're going to give up 51, 84, and probably 197.
So no, we're not going to give up 197. We're going to keep 84.
No. You're going to get that from them?
We're going to keep 84.
Okay. You're going to let them keep 84?
We're going to give up. Miami's going to give next one. Next year's two.
Next year's two.
We're going to give up the 22nd pick.
22nd pick. Oh, they're going to trade that. Offer the trade. Boom. They accepted that with the quickness. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, Miami just called in and they just traded for the 22nd overall pick from the Baltimore Ravens for number 51 overall and a round 2 pick next year. Currently on the clock right now are the Miami Dolphins, and they need a tight end and offensive line help.
We don't want either one of them.
I know what they're going to do. I already know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do. I see it already. You want me to leave it right here?
Yeah, you go ahead right there.
You want me to
We're going to go ahead and take that young man
from Florida.
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson. Ladies and gentlemen, the pick is in.
Because Miami ain't going to let him to Minnesota.
Miami just jumped Minnesota because Minnesota is definitely in need of a quarterback. Even though their needs don't state it, they have an aging quarterback who just continuously gets contracts. I don't know how, but he gets them. And their need is right now. So they're at the 23rd pick right now. And the Giants are on the clock right now. Oh my God. The Giants are on the clock. Because guess what? The Giants are on the clock, and the Giants are like, you know what? We got freaking needs right now too. And we got some significant needs that we gotta fill. But what's available? The Giants are playing the long ball here. Like, what's available? Because they'll always take the best available player. And the Giants are looking at it. They're like, oh my God, there's so much players available right now for us. OMG. So on the clock right now, they need some wide receiver help, defensive interior lineman, and a cornerback.
They must be going Trey Wilson.
Tyree Wilson. On the clock right now is the Minnesota Vikings. Wide receiver, defensive interior. They're looking at cornerback right now because guess what? They got some aging corners. Aging corners. They're looking at the corners right now and they're saying, man, Cam Smith, 6'1", Gamecock. Linebacker, wide receiver, Jordan Addison, 23, right where we need him. They're looking at his stats and his height. He's 5'11". Then they're looking at Linebacker position, right? This is gonna be tough. Linebacker position. Woo.
That boy's a real out of Washington State.
Nah, not Handley. Handley's good, but this guy's better. And the pick is in. They choose Drew Sanders, former linebacker from Alabama, went to Arkansas, lit it up. Drew Sanders, linebacker, Alabama, former Alabama linebacker, Arkansas, ball hawk. Right now, the Jaguars are on the clock. Needs are guard, center, edge, DB.
So ain't no need. Figures in.
Will Anderson Jr.
Nope.
Ooh, Nolan Smith.
Nope. Osiris Torrance. Florida. Offensive guard.
Ooh, guard. Osiris Torrance. Guard. And the Giants are super ecstatic right now. Because they are so happy right now. Because guess what? They need a wide receiver, a center, linebacker, and a safety. And on the clock right now are the New York Football Giants. And a lot of people ain't gonna like this pick. But the Giants are running up the board, and they're gonna pick the best center in the draft right now. Woo!
That's a good pick.
Minnesota Gopher, John Michael Schmitz, center, Minnesota. The Dallas Cowboys are on the clock. You want to skip that pick? We can skip that pick. 512-539-0686. Holla at your boy. You want to join the show.
So there's more you.
Uh-oh.
He's gone.
Uh-oh. I know who you're going to pick, too. And I
running back broke his leg.
I hate it for everybody chasing this dude, too. I know who you're going to pick, bro. I know it. You want me to find him?
You can go ahead and go to running backs.
I can go ahead and get him for you. He's right here. He's right there.
Yeah, Mr. Gibbs is coming to Dallas.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We don't want to chase him. The pick is in, y'all. The pick is in. The Dallas Cowboys. Jamar Gibbs, running back. Oh, defensive interior linebacker, cornerback. Okay. So, what has plagued this team for all eternity from winning games? What has plagued this team from winning games? Is it getting to the quarterback? Is it stopping? Is it stopping the pass? Because Patrick Mahomes has always gotten to them. All right? So there's two things you can do. You got to get an edge rusher. You can't have too many edge rushers, right? Edge. You look at edge rushers. Will Anderson Jr. is still there in Alabama, right? And he's good. He's there for a reason. But I'm still going to draft edge out of Georgia. But they're gonna look to see if there's cornerbacks available. Because guess what? Corners too. Cam Smith, Tyreek Stevenson, DJ Turner is a burner. But all they're just too far down on the draft. So I go back to my edge. And I pick a Nolan Smith, edge. Edge out of Georgia. That whole defense And everybody's wondering why. Will Anderson Jr. is still on the board. Everybody's wondering why. Why is he still on the board? Bengals are up right now. Bengals on the clock. I know it says defensive interior.
We're a little conflicted. We received a bunch of phone calls. Washington called us to get back on the board. Green Bay called us to move up, to do something else. But we weren't really sure what we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that Joe Burrow needs a pass catcher. Somebody like a Travis Kelce. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give him a pass catcher. Oh, you ain't gotta move it. He's 6'7", 264 pounds. Mr. Washington out of Georgia.
Darnell Washington out of Georgia. I watched him on the combine. He's the only one that moved that sled, man.
That boy's huge.
He's a beast. The pick is in, y'all. Pick is in. On the clock, the Saints. All right, the Saints. I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, I made a mistake. I said that old boy was still with the Raiders. He's not with the Raiders. He's with the Saints. They needed a quarterback then. He with the Saints now.
Now they got Jimmy G.
They got Jimmy G. That's right. They got Jimmy G. But he, what's the name with the Raiders now? So guard, center, defensive lineman, quarterback. So let's go look at they need guard, center. So let's go help him out. So what's the thing that a quarterback needs right now, right? And what's a good thing to help a quarterback? That's a good center, right? Good center of guard, interior lineman, right? Or defensive lineman, right? So when you looked at that defense that they had there, it was working, right? It was working. And I look at the kid, Kajai Kancey. I look at that kid, Kajai Kancey out of Pittsburgh. This is a good time for them to pick this kid up. I look at this kid's stats right now. 11 games, 454 snaps, 275 rushes, 179, 8 sacks, 9 hits, 30 hurries. All his stats climbed up each year. Each year his stats climbed up. And his big games came against big opponents. Not these small teams. Tennessee. I mean, he came, he played. So I'm going to go ahead and get this kid right here. And guess what? Pittsburgh, I mean, he going to be good in NOLA. He going to be down there. Defensively, y'all got a good one. Pick is in.
The Eagles pick is in.
The Eagles pick is next.
It's in. Will Anderson.
The Eagles have landed. The pick is in. And guess what? Kansas City is on the clock at 31. And guess who's calling right now? But Kansas City says, guess what? We don't want that. Because guess what we're going to do? We're going to draft. And guess what we do when we draft? We still going to get the play that we going to draft Zay Flowers, kid out of Boston College. The kid out of Boston College. And, woo, it's going to be crazy. So let's go ahead and recap that first round. Because there were some doozies in that first round, yo. That first round today, a lot of them came from you. That first round was crazy. You had a lot of calls. Most of mine were best player available. Bryce Young was a no-brainer for me. You can't be shopping the number one pick after you went up there and get it. It's stupid. Bryce Young, number one pick, went to Carolina. Talk about your second pick and what went into your mindset with that pick.
So Lamar Jackson went down. We need to build our franchise with a franchise quarterback. We gave up. We swapped first picks, and we gave two more away. I mean, we've been giving picks away for the last 8 years. So what's another couple years?
Exactly.
And we got a franchise quarterback.
And you got 3 number ones. I mean, you gave away 3 number ones, but you got your franchise quarterback, and you building in this draft. This is a strong draft to build in too.
Well, we had another number one pick this year, and we have two number ones next year.
Yeah. So I mean, it was good. It was good in my opinion. I think it was a good trade. I look at the pick that I made, number 3. To me, this pick right here, I don't know if you agree with it or not. I think it was the best play available pick to me because they didn't have a guard. I don't think you pick a guard number 3. You don't pick a center number 3. A cornerback maybe. I think if a cornerback I would pick here, but Jalen Carter to me comes in and he's more disruptive immediately. Like he's disruptive immediately. A corner can get beat. A defensive lineman and his interior, his stature can come in and be disruptive. Your thoughts?
That's a solid pick.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a need and best available.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of went into the fourth pick in Indianapolis. Best available. And it needed at the same time, and that was Devin Witherspoon. We weren't going to reach for a quarterback because we're not struggling in a dire need, and we can get a quarterback in this round.
Exactly. And a wide receiver at that position, offensive lineman, I don't think that helps you like a cornerback does. You know what I'm saying? A cornerback becomes, you want to marry up your wide receiver with that new quarterback you get. I got you. Now, this 5th pick is a little bit, I know a lot of people want to look at this and say, hey, but you know what? I think of Christian Gonzalez, as you said, a Richard Sherman type guy. Coming out of Oregon, he's long, he's rangy, and he's a ball hawk in my opinion. Could I have gone guard, center here? I think they got a good line. Like their line last year was good. Their running game was good. A defensive lineman, I think their line was okay. I mean, if anything, I think their defense, their DBs are not good in my opinion. Their DBs were getting beat in Seattle. I don't know what you think about that. If that pick, you could rate that pick. How would you rate that pick right there?
Offensive wise, this is a deep draft for guards, tackles, and center.
That's what I was thinking. And plus, I'm not going to pick a guard or center that high in the draft.
There's not many worth it.
Exactly. Unless you get like you don't really know. Like nobody knew Larry Allen was going to be the way he was, right?
Yeah.
That dude is crazy. All right, so let's move on to number 6. Your 6th pick. Talk about it.
So
woo!
Will Levis. We believe that Will. So there was a guy before Tom Brady. And Drew Bledsoe.
Yes. Yeah, that
arm.
And
that's who Will Levis' game looks like.
He had that arm, that compact. You're right. He got that compact arm. Drew Brees got what was it? I'm sorry. Lost his name already. What was his name again? You just said?
Will Levis?
No, the quarterback before Tom Brady.
Drew Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe had an arm, and he just got injured once, and Tom Brady stepped in it, and Drew Bledsoe was good, in my opinion.
And that's what we see Will Levis as. And we still have Matt Jones and Zappy.
Bailey Zappy, yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're not done moving pieces around in this draft yet.
And like I said, I think you can get more. You probably come up in the 2nd round get rid of Mack. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Because you still got Bailey Zappi. Get rid of Mack. Keep Mack. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Trade somebody. All right. So, you had that one. Deonte Banks. So this one to me, it was a no-brainer because you got Jimmy G. Your offensive line, it's okay. I just didn't want to. I think a DB here is better because their defense was terrible.
Struggled majorly.
Horrible defense, man. And Deonte Banks, to me, you might think it was a reach, like you said. I don't think. When I was thinking about Porter, I was thinking just like you. They don't want his daddy up in that building. He'd be in the sidelines with his shirt halfway up, acting all crazy.
Yeah.
I just can't have his daddy. I don't think that the head coach will deal with Peasy on the sideline like Mike Tomlin can. You know what I mean? And that's why I picked Banks here. And I think Deonte Banks, I looked at his cover, and he's a mirror in the and he could do it in the NFL, in my opinion. What are your thoughts on that pick?
He's a great lengthy corner.
Yeah, I like
He's
it.
long. He has the cover ability, and he's quick with recovery.
Yes, it's quick twitch, right?
Yep.
All right, so number 8 pick, you picked Broderick Jones. One of the best tackles, and like you said, in my opinion, I think it's a great pick because we don't need a quarterback if they believe that this guy is going to be the quote-unquote the quarterback. They already said that he's going to be the starter, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have a quarterback, and we need somebody to sit up and protect him.
Exactly. Broderick Jones is one of the best. I watched that dude. That dude just, nobody gets by that dude. And you figure, iron sharpens iron, and they said that Georgia's defense was basically an NFL defense. And he's going up against these guys every freaking day in practice. He can only get better. I think that's a good pick for him. And guess what? He stays at home. You know he happy. He stay at home, bro. He happy as hell. I like it. Chicago, I picked up Peter Skronsky. This guy don't need to be running for his life every day. This dude be running for his life, man. He need to stay in the pocket. It's another tackle, another young quarterback. I like that pick. The Hendon Hooker pick.
The Hendon Hooker. We know that he's hurt. But we're not worried about Baker Mayfield this year. That's the future.
That's why I was looking up. I was looking that up. Baker Mayfield's the quarterback there.
Yeah, that's the future. We know. I mean, he has time. We're not in any rush.
Yeah, I like that pick. You could have went with what's the name there too, but I think Hendon Hooker fits that because I think he's not going to be able to sit back and watch Baker because he's better than Baker physically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Hooker's he's a better pocket passer. And he has some games underneath of him, so we're not as worried that if he has to go in with 12-13, we're not as worried about him.
Exactly. All right, so moving on to the 11th pick, I picked up wide receiver Jackson Smith and Jigba. Now, they got Trey Burks, freaking Kyle Phillips, Mason Kinsey, Chris Moore. You don't even know these people. And like you said, you need somebody to throw the ball to, man. And I think that was a pick that they needed. All right, coming up to your pick here, Houston. You picked up, and I didn't think it was a reach. I just thought it was a whoa. But you picked up Bijan Robinson. This dude can catch the ball out the backfield. And if they do the same, that mesh point, you got to worry about both of them.
So tell you about that pick. Because you mentioned that there was already running back in Houston.
Yeah.
Who's a running back?
Mm-hmm.
Not the greatest passer out the backfield.
True.
And he's a decent blocker.
Yes.
Now Robinson's a better blocker, and he's a better pass catcher.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
he's shiftier inside the hole.
Yeah, and with Lamar, and you're going to try to run more of that little option look. That's what you need because Lamar's able to get the ball down the field, and he's able to get that little screen drop off to him.
Yeah, and he's got better balance too. That kid.
You're going to run. You're not going to run the typical single back. You're going to run almost a new school wing T offense.
Yeah, and that's dangerous for teams because you're going to freeze the linebackers, right? Which in turns gets Lamar going, and you got to worry about the wide receiver. I mean, it just creates a whole bunch of problems. Moving on to Green Bay, we picked up a quarterback's best friend, a young quarterback's best friend, is a 6'6" or 6 foot something tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Even though he had back problems, but he said he's good now, and it's a need for them too. Jordan Love is going to have a field day with this guy. I think that was a good pick. We both agreed on that too. 14th, you picked up Quentin Johnson. He moved, and I think it's another good pick. Plus, it fills a need because of those 6 games, Jameson Williams ain't going to be there, and it's going to be old boy again by himself. One of them, I forgot the name of them brothers. What's them brothers? St. Brown, whatever them St. Brown brothers.
The Brown brothers. Yeah.
Brown brothers. He's going to be there by himself, but picking up him, it's going to open up a lot for Brown across the middle. And then you messed around and got Michael Mayer, too. We'll talk about that 4 more picks down. But I think that was a good pick as well. All right, moving on to Paris, the Jets at 15. I mean, look, what quarterback doesn't love a tackle? And Paris Johnson, I don't know if you saw the video of him doing his, he jumped up in the air and doing his kick step. That dude is athletic. He's athletic. Jets needed a linebacker, but I think you can't take a linebacker here versus a tackle that could be a tackle for years to come. And
you got to pick Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you got to
just gave up.
Exactly, right?
Too many picks.
Exactly. Now your 16th pick here with the Washington Commanders. I don't remember the last time they had a great linebacker.
I remember.
What was the last time they had a great linebacker? Short dude. I know his name. Ball head.
Yes, sir. But better than 50 Baltimore.
Exactly. I love him. You know what I'm saying? And you got Jack Campbell. That guy, if he goes to Washington Commanders, he's gonna be there forever, man. He's gonna be one of the crowd favorites. I love that pick. Obviously, I went with a need here and a family favorite, Joey Porter.
And I think that's the only place that Porter can go.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody gonna want that headache with his daddy. I think you're right, man.
And he ran a 4.5,
That's not good for a DB.
So he doesn't have blazing speed, but I think in that division he'll be good. Especially if Lamar's going.
Yeah, you got to chase that, but he still got to deal with chasing all of them too.
He got to do it now too.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! You know what I'm saying? But I think that family lineage. I think they put him in. I don't think he's gonna be a press corner. He might be one of those corners in the cover corner, one of those like dime packages or whatever. But if they draft him that high, he's gonna have to be a cover corner. He got to get it. All right, pick number 18. You pick Michael Mayer. I think this is a great pick right here because I mean, look at this. You got him 2 weapons. Ain't no excuses for this dude no more. I mean, he got a big weapon in Quentin Johnson that's going to drag the DBs back. You got another weapon in Michael Mayer that's going to force linebackers to take note. I mean, and they already got a nice running game. So I like the Michael Mayer pick.
I mean, with him, Jameson Williams, the wide receiver, the wide receiver. You got Swift, Marvin Jones.
There's no way. The only problem, if they can't get it done, is him. It's the quarterback.
Correct.
He's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. The next pick was the Eagles. The Eagles, they feel the need here, and they got a smart safety in Brian Branch. I think it was a good pick. I don't know how you feel about that. It filled the need, and it was boom. They got a smart safety out of Alabama, a safety, a run-stopping safety, just like they lost. So
I think that's the rule. That's a Brian Dawkins type of safety.
Yes, Brian Dawkins type guy. And this is a guy too. The number 20 pick that you picked, Steve Avila, the guard. And this is one of the needs. It filled the need, and it was at the right position, in my opinion. That pick that I picked for them earlier, it wasn't at that need. They didn't need that right there. That was way too high for him.
I think he can go anywhere from 15 to 20.
Yes.
And
5.
He's not going 5. I mean, 5 would be a big surprise, and that's them reaching. I believe. He's worth the money at 5, but do you want to pay him that $5?
No, not a guard. I'll pay him
that contract at 5 is full guaranteed. Versus 20, where you still get a good contract, but it's a little cheaper.
Exactly, especially a guard. You know what I mean? All right, and Dolphins, there's got forfeited. Now here's where I was had a little bit of trepidation with the Los Angeles Chargers, the LA Chargers, whatever they are. I don't know. Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback. I wasn't going to go wide receiver here because wide receivers are getting old, but they got some tall wide receivers. I was going to go Zay Flowers here, but I didn't know how he would mesh with them. Then I was going to go linebacker, but I said they need some corners. They just lost their cornerback. You know what I mean?
I think that was a good pickup.
Yes, Emmanuel Forbes, right? I like Emmanuel Forbes. So, he's what? He's the third best corner, and there's a lot of corner heavy teams coming up after them, right? So, pick number 22. Now this surprised me. Pick number 22. You went, but this is the thing. I like it because that lights a fire under Tua's ass too.
I don't think that if he's there, go get him.
I would go get him too because you could sit. He could watch a pocket passer in Tua because Tua can't run, and that offense is a little open. Plus, imagine him slinging the ball to the cheetah. Oh God!
But where does he have to go? He don't got to go. He ain't gonna move.
Exactly. He Florida. He right there. You know what I mean? He right there. You know. All right. Another pick that now this is the thing right here, right? Their defense always lets them down. Always lets them down. Their defense always lets them down. They can't win a game in Minnesota. Their offense is okay. They got great wide receivers, but their defense always. I got a good linebacker, because the Giants beat them last year in the playoff game. You know why? Saquon Barkley running all over their ass. Saquon was running like a wild man out there. Saquon was running crazy, right? Bootlegs. Our quarterback was running like crazy out there. Wasn't he running like he was running for first downs, touchdowns. And it's because their linebacking core was weak. I could have went defensive interior. I could have went cornerback. But when I looked at that game, I put that game in my mind. Daniel Jones, he was throwing the ball, but he was running the ball most of it. And Saquon was running the ball. He wasn't throwing it down the field too far. I could have went wide receiver there. But I mean, you got a great wide receiver there already. And you can get a wide receiver in the second round. You got Cedric Tillman. You got a couple of wide receivers there. I could have went Sam Smith here, but Sam Smith there to me is a second round cornerback in my opinion. So moving on to pick number 24, you went with Osiris Torrance. To me, is one of the best guards, second best guard in here.
And I just believe in Jacksonville, you got to
share that
line.
He happy too.
You know, they're making a push for the playoffs and deeper. And you got to share that lineup.
Yeah. And he got his boy running the ball behind him. He throwing the ball. I mean, they got some good. They got a lot of offense. They're good. My next pick for the Giants was a need, and I got the best center in the draft. And we need a center. Our center broke his leg in 17 places. It was crazy. and he left. John Michael Smith, center out of Minnesota. I think it was good. You made me angry as hell when you picked this pick right here. You made me so damn mad because
there's things behind this pick.
This dude good, man.
So if you scroll up to my first one that I picked.
Bijan Robinson?
Bijan Robinson. If Bijan Robinson doesn't go early,
you going to pick him?
He's going to Dallas. And I wholeheartedly believe that there's going to be two running backs in the first round.
Yeah. Jerry Jones going to pick him. He likes picking people from Texas that are good. If Bijan Robinson is there, he going to pick him.
If Bijan Robinson is there, he's going to Dallas.
Yeah.
If Gibbs is there, he's going to Dallas.
Yeah.
One of the two of them going to Dallas.
I think he likes Gibbs. He likes Gibbs too. Because he's fast, man. Gibbs fast.
Gibbs is fast. And that division, with all the defenses, you got to pick that have the speed and the flash. You're not worried about him blocking.
No. Not worried about him blocking at all. Believe it or not, old boy could block. He blocked better. What's name blocked pretty good too. But I mean, you can get somebody off the street that just put him in for blocks.
Yeah, his name is Elliott.
So this pick right here, to me, Nolan Smith. I looked at this pick on the edge, and I went because interior defensive lineman. Yes, I could have picked Kajay Cansey here, but I looked at the fact that cornerback to me here was just I didn't like the corners. They weren't the ones I liked weren't available, and they weren't good enough. But I got an edge here that was still available, that was ranked really high, in Nolan Smith from Georgia. And in this division, you got to get to the quarterback. And in this division, or in this conference, you lose because you gave Patrick Mahomes too much time. Get to this dude as quick as possible. They don't get to him, so I picked Nolan Smith. You picked Darnell Washington, tight end. Woo. Imagine Joe Burrow with a tight end that can catch Jamar Chase over the top. 6'7"?
6'7". And you know why I picked him? It's because of Buffalo, Kansas City.
And he can block too.
And no disrespect, I'm not worried about Baltimore.
That's true. He could block. That's the thing about it. When I watched him, when they did that sled, I say it again, when they did that sled, every tight end, even Michael Mayer, every tight end that could block, picked that sled up, didn't move it that much. Man, he moved that sled 10 yards.
He's an offensive guard. He's another tackle.
Yes.
They can catch the ball.
Exactly. That's what I loved about that. The 29th pick here, right? I chose Kalijah Cansey, right? And because I look at old boy, who's the defensive end or defensive tackle that's on the Saints? He's always the one. Hold on, I'm gonna bring him up. He's getting old. Saints depth chart. Cameron Jordan. Cam Jordan. All you hear is Cam Jordan. And, I mean, this kid right here is going to be good. He's going to be good. But I ain't going to draft him that high. And when they was good, they had that defense, man. That defense is coming and coming. And you got, They need defense there. Defense pumps up the offense. You got a quarterback now. You have it. Hey, man. Oh, get away from that. You got a defense. No, not you.
He's just a little hungry.
Yeah. He roaming around, man. He already ate 3 times already, man. You're killing me, man. And he Kalijah Cansey, I like the kid. I think he's just a good fit for them. And number 30, already you said Will Anderson Jr. That's an edge, and that's to replace the guy that they lost already for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And I think that's the best pick of the draft.
Yeah. That's a luxury, and it's the best pick.
And to be honest with you,
I think he
falls.
Exactly. I think he falls that far too. I think he falls, and I don't know what about it because I think he falls like that.
Because I don't believe Washington grabs him. Because the linebacker there from Iowa, that's where they go.
Jack Campbell?
Yeah.
That was a good pickup, man, because they need a guy roaming the field. Because, like you said, in our division, you got Jamar Gibbs, man. You got Saquon Barkley. You got you got people running all over the damn place, man. You got to catch people. You got tight ends everywhere. You got to have linebackers, man.
And in our division, what quarterback doesn't run?
No, you know what I'm saying? Even my quarterback runs, which is crazy. What's your yeah? It's crazy. Why? Who's our quarterback right now?
Sam Howell.
He run too.
Yep.
So I'm surprised you ain't pick up a quarterback though.
No, because they believe in Sam.
Do you believe in Sam though?
I do.
There's
several more.
There's several more rounds to come. If you say I do and you close your eyes, you don't. You said I do.
I believe in Eric the Enemy.
I want to see him. Sam Howell. I like Sam Howell. I like him in North Carolina. I like the way he played. But I want to see him a full year. You got to see a full year out.
Yeah, I need more film.
You got to see film. You got to see a full year. In 2023, if you're looking in week 8, me and you talking, you like, man, this shit don't look good, man. Excuse my French. You like, this sugar honey iced tea don't look good, man. And then I know. Then when you say we need a quarterback, I'll be like, yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. And if you look at me in week 8, and I go, man, that $42 million don't look good. We spent the wrong money, and we should have paid Saquon and went in. I would have paid Saquon and went ahead and drafted a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, last pick here. Before you, is it my internet or yours? You still there? Last one before we get ready to get out of here. Last one. All right, so last one before my partner get ready to go. Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers, the wide receiver, I picked, and it's a luxury pick for them. A luxury pick, and another one. The rich just keep getting richer. Kansas City Chiefs picked Zay Flowers. They replaced Tyreek Hill with Tyreek Hill. So, with that being said, I don't know if my boy is still here. He's gone. You gone? You back? Terrence?
I'm back.
Okay. So
computer died.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry.
While plugged in.
So the last pick, T, is the last pick was that luxury pick, Zay Flowers. The rich just keep getting richer.
Yeah.
So, damn, I know it's 10-10 your time. I'm gonna get ready to let you go. I know the wife is probably looking at you like, get off that dick.
Nah, I'm good.
So, yeah, so we're gonna continue this tomorrow. If you want to do it a little earlier, we can do it 6 your time, which is 5 my time. How about that? Or you want to do it at the same time?
We can do it at the same time.
Okay. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put it out again at the same time. It'll be 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time here in Texas, which is 8 your time, and we'll continue round two. Round two, you are starting off round two, and it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, I'm gonna leave everything the same. We're gonna continue it again. Hey, this was fun, man. I had a great time. I'm gonna do more of my homework because my man was out here trading. He got calls. Nobody called me on Nobody called me at all. Nobody called me with my dog. My dog was calling for bones.
Hey, just be aware. Round two, you may see some more quarterbacks.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Here we go. All right. More round two, more quarterbacks. Hey, more recipes. We got to put some recipes on here, too. You got some recipes that we need to break out, too. So, round two, we need to come with one sweet recipe. One sweet recipe. You got one recipe for tomorrow that's sweet?
I'll put a barbecue sauce recipe out there.
Oh, barbecue recipe, and throw something up there that's throw something meat up there. That's all. Throw some Texas something up there. Is that cool?
I got you.
All right. Hey, again, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you participating in this draft. This will conclude our draft. My partner just left again. His computer must have died. But Terrence T. Sizzle, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you participating in this draft. You always are welcome in my house, bro. Always. We got to kick it again. We got to talk about that 5-0 thing again. I'm dead serious about that, bro.
Hey, man, I got you, man.
Dead serious about that. Matter of fact, just put yourself on that. I already booked you. So put yourself on that.
I got you.
2 years in advance, I done booked you. So,
we're gonna have some fun and do some things.
Definitely. So, enjoyed it, brother. Look forward to getting this done tomorrow again. And y'all have a good night over there at the Matthews house. And I'll see you tomorrow, brother.
All right, y'all too, man.
All right, I'll holla.
All right.